If you go to Bahia, my state, all the foods are spicy.
Cooking for 7 days?
I really love after the barbecue to pick a banana and put it in the fire.
The banana is hot.
Yes, it's melting the ice cream.
That's the point.
And I didn't know even that combination exists.
I eat banana with beef, I eat banana with pork, I eat banana with fish. I just put a banana in everything I eat.
I think I would go for that.
Hello everyone, thank you for watching us. This is Girafa Podcast show, and again today we have Fernanda with us today. She's going to introduce some food and that part of the different part of the culture of the Brazil. And also we have another co-host, Nahid. She's gonna join us today. She's joining us today, sorry. And thank you both of you. And I think it would be great if Nahid, if you want to introduce yourself, it would be great.
Okay. Hi, my name is Nahid, and today I'm gonna have a nice conversation with you guys, and I hope it would be great.
Thank you. And yeah, it would be great because Fernanda, she's a very nice person. And thank you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fernanda. If you want to say hi, Fernanda.
Hi, hello guys. How are everything? I'm so glad you invited me again to talk to Brazil. I can see your interest in Brazil, so it's gonna be fun again.
Yeah, of course. So I'm gonna start with this question because today we are going to talk about the food, and you're going to introduce some food, and that's part of the food culture. But first, I want to ask, what's your opinion about the food and culture? Is there any relation? Or as you can see,
for sure. You see, the Brazilian cuisine, it's diverse, really diverse, because we are a big country, and it's influenced by a combination of indigenous, Portuguese, African, and other immigrant foods like Germany, Italy, Japan. So we have a huge variety of foods, and if you go to any state to check, the food is different from other one. So it's like doing a tour. It's one of the best places to eat in the world, I think. So it's really fun and it really tasteful.
Good. So so we cannot say that there is a kind of the specific food for Brazil. You don't have that, something like that?
We don't have any specific food of Brazil, but I think internationally, the national dish from Brazil that everybody knows is feijoada.
Can you say it again? What?
Feijoada.
Every time we have a problem to pronunciation, that's that.
No problem. It's made with beans, black beans, usually.
Okay, and can you explain what's that?
Yes, sure. How can I explain feijoada to you? Let's go check. I'm not a cooker myself, but what can I say? Feijoada is the most known traditional Brazilian dish. We can say it's the Brazilian national plate, and it's made usually with black beans. We can do with another kind of beans, but if you want to go to the real feijoada, it's black beans. And it's a stew made by cooking these black beans with a variety of pork cuts, as salted pork, smoked sausages, and different parts of the pig, such as ears, feet, and tail of pig. It's really a leftover plate, and it has its origins on the slavery era in Brazil, because the enslaved Africans used the leftovers of the pig provided to them with the beans to make this stew, this food. And right now, the feijoada is this cherished dish that reflects the blending of the cultures in Brazilian cuisine.
Okay, so you mean that it's basically came from Africa, something?
Yes. Okay. It's not that it came from Africa, but it came from the Africans who were living in Brazil during the slavery.
Okay. And can you describe it how usually, traditionally, they're gonna make it?
Okay, so feijoada, it's a slow cooking process. You put everything together in the same bowl, and you put it on the fire to cook. But before that, the beans has to be soaked overnight to not have that problem with not cooking well or not being too soft. And you put the beans, put the pork, and the other ingredients like onions, garlic, bay leaves for several hours till the beans become tender and the flavor it melts together. So it's only one dish. We usually eat it with rice, and it has all of it inside.
So is it?
Yeah,
sorry. You want to say something, Nahid? You're gonna say?
Yeah, I had a question. When you said it was a dish which African was cooking, you mean the types of meat which was added to this feijoada is like African style, or no? The food like all those.
The type of meat they use it to put in feijoada, it's the rest of the pig. Like they were enslaved, they didn't get the best parts of the pig. They only get ears, feet, knees. So it's the kind of food that still goes to feijoada, and it really tastes good. It's funny, but it tastes really good. It's the best part of the pig.
No, the point
because
is,
I've seen some.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I've seen in some African food, they actually use a lot of these parts which you mentioned in their cuisine. So, okay, this part comes from like the African who were living there.
Yes.
And I just want to know that I'm going to ask Anai, is it kind of the same food, close to that kind of we have the same food, no? With this kind of...
like, you mean kalepache?
No, like we can say it's like the abgusht or that the other one.
Oh, we can
because
say...
Because the meat and the beans and the potato.
Yes. Or we can say it's... yes, we can say because it's somehow like our traditional food. It's meat with some beans, like either it can be similar to korma sabzi, which it has like some herbs. That herbs is the extra part. Or as you said, like abgush, but the beans are different. Because of the black bean which it has, it's that's why I said like more like korma sabzi, which we have. The color is dark because of the black beans.
Yes, it gets really dark. We don't have some kind of history about that. It's all about the slavery food that turns mainstream right now and everybody loves. But you usually eat feijoada with rice, with caipirinhas. It's a Brazilian go-to plate. It's feijoada with caipirinha. And you can have some other garnishments, but it depends on where you are in Brazil, what they are going to serve you with feijoada. Because it's so tasteful and so rich, the flavors, you don't need anything else. You can eat it alone. And it's still pretty good.
Okay. So it's a kind of the party food.
Yes. I think churrasco is more a party food, but yes, feijoada, it's really the kind of party you eat with your family on Sundays.
Yeah. I've seen some of, I think, feijoada recipes that they add some cassava flour.
Cassava, let me check. What is a cassava? Can you explain to me?
It's
yes. Farofa.
Okay, maybe it's different.
Yes, different name.
Yes, go with me. Farofa.
Okay, farofa.
Farofa.
Yes, it's a flour we made with cassava. And it's really good to put in the feijoada. And we Brazilians use it in almost every dish. It's like we put it on spaghetti, we put it in anything. We just love cassava flour.
The cassava, in like African food, they mix it with water and they make they use it at, it would be like the shape of mashed potato, and they eat it beside their food. But it was for me, it was interesting that I saw they in Brazil, they like mix this cassava flour, like maybe fry it, and then they put it on top of the dish, like it somehow looks like Italian parmesan on top of the dish.
Yes. Yes, I can see Jay doesn't understand the concept of cassava flour.
No.
So let's go from the beginning. Cassava, it's made from manioc. Manioc, it's a root vegetable we
Okay.
have in Brazil, and we widely use it on the Brazilian cooking. So we toast the cassava to make the flour,
Mm.
and it really looks like that dried parmesan from Italian food. It's a small, white, and we spread it across like everything. How can I compare to you? Like the Italians, they put the parmesan on the top of the pasta.
Mm.
We do it
Okay.
with all the foods. We just put cassava in everything.
Okay. And what does it taste? Is it some kind of spicy? Is it salty? Is it? Oh, it's up to you.
It doesn't quite have a taste. It's kind of salty, but what we usually do with cassava flour is that it's already toasted, and we put some butter on it and mix it, so it tastes like butter sometimes, and it gets yellow, and
Mhm.
that's the best kind of cassava flour. But it doesn't have quite a taste. It's just good to go with stew dishes that have a lot of juice, so you can mix it, and it tastes really good. I don't know how to explain this. It's
I
hard to
should
explain
try.
Brazilian foods.
Maybe I should
We can try, but it's really hard to explain Brazilian food because most of the Brazilian foods doesn't taste like it was supposed to be because of the soundings. I can say like we are going to talk about some other Brazilian foods that are from islands. So I can say, oh, you take shrimp, beans, and a lot of stuff, and you mix a food that is completely different from it. It doesn't taste like beans. It doesn't taste like a shrimp. It's a completely new taste about this mixing, and that's the nice thing about the Brazilian cuisine. Like it's not what you expect. You have to try it to understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I cannot explain the flavor. Like I'll just go talking. You are going to be like, oh, I still don't get it.
Yeah. Okay. That's another reason I should trip. I should have a trip to Brazil. I don't know. The first time was about the carnival, and now the food. So who's gonna know what's the next one? Okay. You said you have a different food. Can you mention another one?
I think I'm from Bahia, as I think everybody knows.
What?
And I usually tend to. I'm from Bahia, the state of Bahia, and I usually tend to talk about things in my state. So if we're going to talk about Bahia, let's go talk about acarajé. It's the Bahian typical dish and food.
Acarajé.
It's yes, I think you have a picture of it.
Okay, if you want, we can go to the pictures and check one of them. So
This one.
Oh, nice.
okay.
It's so nice to see that this interview is going right before lunch, and I'm starving.
Yeah. It's
And now
not
I'm
good.
looking to acarajé. Really nice.
Okay, interesting. So this is acarajé. Acarajé.
Yes.
And what?
Perfect.
Okay.
Mexican taco, but with somehow different.
Okay.
Yes, but it's quite different because it's not like a hard shell. It's
So what's
how
the
can I say?
ingredients? What's the ingredients?
Okay. Let's go with acarajé. Acarajé, it's really a popular street food in Brazil, especially in Bahia because it's from Bahia. And it holds its cultural and historical significance. And it's often considered a symbol of this Afro-Brazilian cuisine. If you go with Afro-Brazilian cuisine made by African people, you have to talk about acarajé. And as in feijoada, acarajé also includes black eyed peas, onion, salt, and palm oil. We are changing now. We are going to Bahia, and we're going to talk a lot about palm oil, or how we call it, óleo de dendê. It's the oil. It's a really red oil that stains everything it touches, and it comes from the palm tree, the dendê.
Mm.
And to making the acarajé, it's quite an experience. It's one of these foods that doesn't taste like the things they're made because you have to fry the acarajé, that thing, in the palm oil to get
Mm.
that color and the taste and the crunchiness of it. So you make a dough with black eyed peas into balls and then flatten them into patties like this size.
Hmm.
And then you fry it in the palm oil. After you fry it, you have to cut it open in the middle usually and stuff it with a lot of things as you can see. The things we stuff the acarajé with also, they are coming from the African tradition. It's vatapá, caruru, and also a salad and lots and lots of pepper.
Okay.
A lot of pepper. Okay.
It's really
Gotta be-
spicy.
It's gonna be
If
my
you want to,
favorite.
you can
Yeah,
add without pepper.
I love that kind of spicy food. So I'm a big fan.
I didn't expect Brazilian food to be spicy, but maybe because, as you said, like it, there's somehow inspiration from African food, and their food is spicy, so maybe that's why.
Yes, not all the Brazilian foods are spicy, but if you go to Bahia, my state, all the
Okay.
foods are spicy. We like spicy foods. You can make it without the spicy, but it's a weak move. So
Okay.
get your acarajé with peppers.
Originally, it should be
And
also pepper.
yes, and it's funny because you like to talk about culture and food, and acarajé, it has its deep cultural roots in Brazil. It's close to African religions also. It's a food from the candomblé rituals. It started with the candomblé rituals, but it's so good that they offer it to the deities. It's a sacred food. But it tastes so good that it's spread widely in Brazil, and now everybody loves acarajé. Even people who doesn't follow an African religion, they have also some varieties of acarajé they make with different names to sell to the people who doesn't follow it or who doesn't like or who has some prejudice about it. But the best acarajé in town is the one made from the woman from Candomblé. We call it Baianas de Acarajé. They are the women who sell it in a traditional costume and make it on the traditional recipe. That's the best one.
Traditional dress and traditional food.
Yes, traditional dress, traditional food, and religious food also.
Okay, so it's gonna be a part of the serving, or it's gonna be some kind of the. I don't know how
It's
is
not a
the.
part of the serving, but she's wearing the traditional costume from the religion, and she has some beads from the gods and deities they believe. And I don't know if there is anything about the preparation of the food,
Mm.
but I just know it's really good, and you feel really good when you eat it. So whatever they are doing it right.
Okay, so it's gonna be some kind of the historical and cultural.
Yes. And I was talking about the feelings in acarajé, and I said about vatapá, another food that doesn't taste like it was supposed to be. It's making with a shrimp paste, really spiced, that you put inside. You also use caruru, that is also a spiced okra stew, and salads. And if you go to other places of Brazil, there's not Bahia, they may include some different stuff, but it's not traditional on acarajé.
So they have some kind of a different type in a different region, but it's not gonna be the
Yes, it's not going to be the original
tradition. So what's the next?
one. Oh my gosh. This
It's
is a
not
moqueca.
Akaka. Okay.
What? Pekaka?
Moqueca.
Mokaka.
Moqueca.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm hungry
Mokaka.
because it's also from Bahia and you can eat the acarajés for entrance and then you go to the main plate. It's a moqueca. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. It's also a flavorful Brazilian stew that's really popular in the northeast and southeast regions of Brazil. The main ingredient from moqueca is seafood,
Mm.
fish, shrimp, octopus, whatever you want from the sea. But there's also variations of moqueca they made with chicken. They can made it with other kinds of meat because the moqueca really is the sauce. And this
Mm-hmm.
sauce is also made from palm tree oil, dende oil,
Mhm.
because you can see the color. It's like this orange, yellowish. It comes from the dende oil with the coconut oil. We put it also.
Oh, coconut oil.
Yes,
Only coconut oil, or you add like the coconut milk also?
coconut milk also. I'm sorry, I was talking about oils, but it's milk. Thank you, Nahid, for the correction.
Oh,
Because the color, it shows that it has like the coconut milk also.
Yes, it's coconut milk with palm oil. I'm sorry.
no.
People from Bahia, please don't kill me. I got the moqueca wrong.
But it's interesting that you add, because for our cuisine, it's like if we have a seafood, it's either shrimp or fish. But in this cuisine, like you mix fish and shrimps together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, is that
Yes,
correct?
we can make just fish and shrimps, fish, shrimps, octopus, clams. We can mix everything in the moqueca.
It's depend
Uh,
what do you have from the sea.
yes, depend what do you like, what do you have, how easy you wanna eat it. But the
Oh.
moqueca is different from the acarajé. The acarajé was from the African cuisine. Now the
Mm-hmm.
moqueca comes from the indigenous communities, from from the Indians.
Mm-hmm.
And the cooking technique is also slow cooking with a lot of aromatic ingredients like tomatoes, onions, garlic, coriander, bell peppers, uh, and you put it all of it in the plate. Then you cover it with the oil and the coconut milk, and you let it steam like some hours, and it gets all the flavors mixed and blended. And in the end, there's a smell that I cannot describe to you how it smells good.
Yeah, I think with the coconut milk, the flavor would be like very, very good.
It's
Yes,
it's it's gonna be some paradoxical situation for me because I don't like that kind of the seafood, but I love coconut. It's it's my favorite taste. I
I
have
think
no,
the coconut milk would cover
hopefully,
the part which you don't like about.
you
every
can have the chicken one, and we also can make
ah
moqueca. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we can do it, and I really like it with eggs or with bananas.
bananas.
It's yes. Instead
Banana?
of putting yes, you get to do a vegan one with bananas.
The banana or the plantain, which is similar to banana?
The banana, the banana.
So instead of the
Banana.
fish, you can use the banana.
Yes, it tastes really good. My mom used it to make it. It really tastes good.
Oh, great. And you serve it with rice?
Yes, with rice, with cassava flour also, and you can serve it with vatapá and caruru that comes in acarajé, but you can also eat with moqueca, and it's amazing. And you also can mix the cassava flour with the soup that comes from moqueca and make something we call pirão. There's like a creamy, how can I say? It's like a creamy moqueca to eat with the moqueca, and it's really good.
So it
Like you
okay, so
said, the Africans use it to mix the cassava flour with water.
yes.
We mix it with the coconut and the dinde oil that is in moqueca. After you cook the moqueca, you can put it apart and mix it with cassava to make a side dish.
Okay. It would the texture would be something like mashed potato
Uh,
or
a little bit
liquid.
softer, more
Okay.
liquid, but not liquid at all. It's something in between mashed potatoes and liquid.
Okay.
I'm
Interesting.
still thinking how you can use the banana instead of the fish.
It's really good, Jay. You really should
No,
try it.
because all the time I was using the banana as a banana. Okay, I know sometimes they make a cake or they gonna try to fry it, but I've never. I ate the cake, but not even the fried banana. But now you can say that instead of the fish, it's I have no idea.
Maybe it would look like pineapple on the pizza.
That's gonna be another problem because pizza and a pineapple. It's you're gonna make the Italian people very angry if you're gonna put the pineapple on the pizza.
But in this case, Brazilian people won't be angry, so it's fine.
Brazilians are not angry. You can mess with our food how you like it, because we mess with the whole world food, putting things that are not supposed to be in pizza, in sushi, in all the culinary from the world. So you can try what you want with Brazilian food, and it's still going to be good. I can guarantee it to you.
Oh, okay, of course. I don't have a problem usually with the food. But about the seafood, because of the smell and the taste, it's a little weird for that. So, yeah, let's. I will try.
So, Jay, you're starting to have a problem because you want to go to Carnival. And
exactly,
Carnival
I just want to say that.
All our foods are based on the sea. Okay. So probably you're going to stay in Brazil.
I should bring my sandwich.
In churrasco.
Yeah, or I should bring my sandwich with myself. No idea.
No, you definitely are going to find something you'd like to eat.
But you said you can serve it with the chickens too. So the chicken,
yes.
Okay.
But I think it's very rare. Maybe you cannot find it. Maybe you can cook it at home, but maybe you cannot find it outside. I guess.
No, you really can find it because there are so many people with food allergy to seafood that they also have the chicken version for it to be easier.
I'm not
because
alone.
You never know.
I'm not alone.
Shrimp allergy.
Okay, then you are safe.
Thank you. It's good.
Okay.
I'm gonna dance a lot, so I need energy. So
So Jay, as you don't like the seafood, you want to talk about some meat. There is beef. You want to talk about barbecue?
Yes, let's see. The other one is going to be...
This looks amazing. I don't know who selected these pictures, but oh my gosh, this looks amazing.
Maybe it's a
foot. Is picanha?
No, this is not picanha. I think it's more like a rib.
Okay.
So,
but,
do you want to talk about that?
Yes, let's talk about barbecue, as Brazilians say, churrasco. You want to try it?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. This one you know how to speak.
What?
This one you can speak.
Yeah, because it's. I've just imagined at the barbecue that kind of the grill bar, so it's a kind of the mannish job. You're just doing that with a beer and talking.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And now we are talking about barbecue.
Okay.
And the barbecue comes mostly from the south part of Brazil, from Rio Grande do Sul, Santa Catarina, Paraná. Those are the people and those are the places where you go when you want a really nice and traditional barbecue in Brazil.
So
they really know how to do barbecue over there.
So
it's typical in there.
Do you have any kind of the common meat you're using, or just?
You can make every kind of meat is in barbecue, but the most famous and the most common, as Nahid said, is picanha. It's beef.
Yeah.
Picanha it's one part of beef, comes from cows. And we also can make it with pork, chicken, sausages. We can do all things in barbecue. Also vegetables, I don't know. But grilled vegetables in barbecue tastes also amazing. And to mess with you, Jay, I really love after the barbecue to pick a banana and put it in the fire and grill it. And after that, put ice cream in this banana and eat.
What?
Yes. We really like banana, Jay. So after the barbecue, you can come as dessert and pick a full banana. You do not peel it. You put it on the fire. Just leave it there for 2 minutes.
So you barbecue. You are barbecuing the banana, and then put it ice cream on that.
Yes, it's really
It should
tasty.
be cold or it's hot.
We don't call it barbecue, but it's a really nice dessert. You just have the fire over there. You're not doing anything with it. Everybody's full from the barbecue. so you go for grilled desserts also.
I can try that one. So you put the banana. The grilled booth, no, with the skin. I mean, it's not gonna be shit. So,
Yes.
and then you should wait to be cold, or when it's hot you can.
No. You open it when it's hot, take it, peel it, and then put ice cream and chocolate syrup or something you want. And it's really going to be one amazing dessert. But let's come back to barbecues. I see my banana facts are intriguing you.
No, but I just want to say for Jay that maybe to make it more easy for you, maybe like the combination of ice cream with strawberry, which we.
But it's hot. The banana is hot.
Yes, it's melting the ice cream.
That's the point.
So you have to hurry to eat it.
Great.
Okay.
I would do that actually. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I was.
So
I need.
I'm more inclined now. I'm just talking to Nahid. She knows what's good.
Yes, yeah. No, because this is the first time I'm gonna say, okay, you can grill the banana and then put them as a dessert. So I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna let you know.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you a secret, Jay. I eat banana in all my meals. I really love bananas, so I eat banana with beef, I eat banana with pork, I eat banana with fish. I just put a banana in everything I eat.
I think
you cut it like, or you as you said, barbecue and keep it beside your food, or no, you just cut the.
No, I just put it in my plate beside my food because not everybody like it.
You know, what's the point? Because, for example, in Finland, most of the food there come with the potato, because potato is a part of the cultural food, you know. Or, for example, in Asia, the rice is coming. I think this is the kind of the way we can see why banana is in every food in the Brazil, maybe like the potato, or because they have a lot of banana, we have a lot. They have, I mean, here in Finland they have a lot of potato, and all something like this. Maybe it's gonna make sense.
But because in Finland, for example, I think you have jam beside your food, no? For some dishes, maybe.
For the dessert, yes, but usually they use the oil as the butter. I mean they don't have that kind of the very greasy oily food, but next to the food they just they have some bread with the butter, so you're eating the food and the butter. But the main course most of the time is came with a potato, so you can go to the restaurant and of course you can find the potato. It look like when you go to the Asian restaurant, of course you're gonna find the rice. So I think banana is some part of the geographic part is coming to the foods.
Yes, it's like
Fernanda's taste. Am I right?
Yeah, it's my taste, but as you can see, we're talking about barbecues, and the most famous thing Brazilians do with barbecues, it's called a rodízio. Have you heard about a rodízio? It's some sort of all-you-can-eat barbecue, but the waiters come to your table with some sort of swords. I don't know the name, but small swords with the meat.
They're gonna cut it in front of you.
And they slice it in your table, cutting. It's a rodízio.
Yeah.
And if you go to rodízio, you are going to find fried bananas.
Okay, there is a restaurant here. They have it, but I've never tried banana. I will try it. Let's go to this. Okay.
But okay, let's stop.
Yeah.
Let's come back.
Let's come back
to churrasco.
So are we going to the next picture, or do you want something more for this one, the barbecue?
You want to ask anything about the barbecue anymore, or is it more mainstream across the world? I think all the cultures have some sort of barbecue. It just varies on the type of the meat. It's more mainstream.
Yeah.
What really differs the barbecue is the spices and flavors you put on the meat. And the side dish also. You want to guess what it is?
I have no. Is it a seafood? No.
Nahi? Have a guess? No. What is this?
No.
Okay,
Is it a
so we
shrimp?
were,
It's not shrimp.
yes, it's shrimp.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Not bad.
shrimp is
Not
visible.
bad. Not bad for me.
But I'm curious to know what are the leaves.
Okay, so we are talking about northeast, south. Now we are going straight to the north of Brazil, to
Oh.
Amazonia. This is a
Oh,
tacacá soup.
Can you
okay.
say the name again?
Tacacá.
Takaka.
Takaka.
Yes,
Ta-
tacacá soup.
Okay.
This is because it's more close to Amazon forest, and then
Yes,
you can. Okay.
it really comes from the state of Pará. It's really in the north, close to Amazon. So we're moving to more indigenous foods. The tacacá soup, it includes tucupi. It's really funny to talk tacacá, tucupi. That is a yellow sauce made from fermented cassava. You were talking about cassava. Now it's the place they use cassava to do more things than just put over the food. They ferment it to make it a sauce. You also use this leaf you saw. It's jambu. There is a leafy green vegetable, and it has a unique numbing sensation. You have to cook this food for more than 7 days to turn it not poisonous because the leaf.
Oh,
Yes,
I remember. I had a friend, Brazilian friend, whom he was telling me about this food, which you need to cook the leaves for like 1 week so that it wouldn't
yes.
be poisoned. This is the food. Nice.
Why you
This
should
is
do
the food.
that?
I really don't know how the Indians discover it, but you have to cook it for 7 days. So I think they made some sort of trials, like, oh, 5 days, they're still dying. So let's cook one more day to see if it gets good.
But I have a question. Does this food like worse cooking for 7 days?
Yes, it tastes good. It's like completely different flavors from what we were talking before. And it's really a cultural experience because you're going to eat something people uh, invented and probably died trying to do it. And you say, why they're eating this? Like, you have to take this leaf, you have to cook it for 7 days to make it
24
last
hour for
yes, 7 straight days, a full
Oh,
week.
what would be the bill at the end?
it's like stone or iron something. What's gonna happen to the
They
leaf?
usually do a fire to do it. You just put more wood on it to make
Maybe
it working. And you do
they're
like you don't do it to it one side. You do it for I don't know, a party for a lot of people. You
For the
cook it
whole
on
year and put it in the fridge maybe.
wow.
probably.
7 days, 24 hours. What?
So
It's so
your friends come to
patient.
meet, and then they would stay for a week, and then the last day of when they are leaving, the food is ready.
I don't know how to say because I've never been in this place. They make it traditionally, but I can say it must be a party because it's 7 days waiting for that food. It's not, I'm craving a tacacá, I will do it right now. No, I'm craving a tacacá, so I'll have it a week after this.
So maybe you explain it why, but what's gonna happen if it's gonna boil less than these days? It's gonna be poisoning or something?
Yeah, it's poisonous. It depends on the quantity and how it's cooked, but you can have like food poisoning or
What?
you can more severe stuff.
So if
So my advice to you is do not try tacacá in places that are not famous for
oh
it.
exactly, I just said if I'm gonna be a good friend, I'm gonna give you takakov after these days. If I'm not a good friend, I'm gonna give you takakov for the 1 or 2 days. So I'm gonna
Do not risk it.
exactly.
I have a question, Fernanda. Like this food, can you find it in restaurants?
I never found it like in Bahia, in Rio. It's really hard to find it.
It's
You must
risky.
go to. No, it's like if you want to try it and you are not on the Amazonian side of Brazil, you have to look for a typical restaurant from Amazonian food to look for it. and it's not really mainstream. It's hard. I can say mostly people in Brazil haven't tried tacacá, but it
And I
tastes
guess
good.
and I guess if they sell it, it should be very expensive because of the electricity bill which they have to pay spend for cooking this food.
I heard on the internet they have a country, there is a tradition, endless soup. They just put like a water every day in the same soup they're cooking for more than 42 years. I think it was on Asia. They every day they put new meat, new water, and they're cooking the same soup for 42 years uninterrupted. So I think it might be something like that with takaka.
Okay.
Okay.
Buchada da bud.
Buchada de bode, yes.
Oh, good.
Another non-mainstream Brazilian food.
Well done, Nahi.
Look into this food. Would you try it?
No.
You can look at it. The main part is the stomach, intestines, and liver of a young goat.
Let's back to the banana.
I think it's the best. I also don't like it. There are people who love it, but I was not raised with it. So right now, as I'm older, it's more difficult to introduce it in my favorite foods, I can say. I've tried it, but it's not for me. Because you see, stomachs, intestine, liver, of course, they're cleaned, seasoned, and cooked with herbs, spice, and vegetables. But it's not for me, this one. It has a really strong taste, and it's not on my favorite foods.
Is it a
But we also have
calapacha? No,
this food in our country.
is it calapacha? Yes.
Yeah, like similar to
Okay.
calapacha, which we have, but it's like this one is just the
stomach part.
digestive system of the. Yeah.
And do you like it in your country, this one?
If we are talking about the calapacha, yeah, that's my favorite.
I
So
don't.
you would try it.
Yes, and also
You don't, right?
No, it's depend how. No, we are gonna cook it in the same way. The hot water for the 5 or 6 hours, and with spices and everything and some. Yeah. I think we have the same, at least close.
But for our food, we also put we cook with the sheep, and then we add the head of the sheep also inside. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me.
No, okay. So our food, I think it's easier than yours.
Easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier to look like if instead you put the head of the sheep, I would definitely not try it.
But also, in Brazil, do they also cook the head of the pig or no? It's not because I think for example, since Brazil and Portugal has many common cultures, I think they do this for in Portugal. So do they have the same?
I know in Brazil, like we cook the head of the ox. It's called faceira, and it's the brains of the ox inside the head. It's typical also, but it's not mainstream at all, and I haven't ever tried it. But people who tried it say it's good.
So it's look like this. I don't know if you can see. Let me. Yep.
Yes, it looks a little bit like this.
So this is a part.
I think yours is better presented.
Yeah, I found a good picture.
Yes, and for this food, I was reading that some politicians eat this like you eat it in the morning, or no? It's like for lunch or dinner.
For lunch, usually for lunch. But we have like truck drivers in Brazil, and everything we say we eat for lunch and for dinner, truck drivers have it in the morning to get energy. So it's funny because we have some places in the middle of the roads that they serve like breakfast for the road, and you can go there and you can find a buchada de bode at 7 a.m. So it's like, okay, nice.
Is it the same?
Yes,
we are going at the 5 or 6 in the morning.
And I was reading that some politicians eat this food to show that they also are like somehow giving the same feeling as like they are like normal people. I was reading somewhere that some
You're so
politicians.
cool.
Yes, yes. Some politicians is like when they're in campaign, they eat everything, they kiss babies, they hug everybody just to make feel they're popular, they're people's people, and do these things. But after that, they come back to their house, and you never heard of them again.
The show off. Okay, camera off. Let me be myself. I hate these people. Yeah, so we have the same, and I really love it. And the point is, traditionally, our food you should go around 5 or 6 in the morning. Otherwise, it's gonna be totally sold out. So, but now, yeah, we can find at the evening or somewhere. But tradition parties, but at the 6 or 7, you cannot find it.
But
Yes.
it's really a strong food to eat in the morning, or not? It's like you just wake and you are going for this
No.
really bold flavor.
Yeah, as you said that when you eat it at the morning, sometimes you can keep it for a while. You don't need to eat at the lunch or even on the. It's up to you, of
Better
course.
skip lunch part.
And it's up to you and which part you are in, because, for example, the brain or the eyes is so oily or greasy, so it's fatty.
Mhm.
But the skin of the face or the legs, it's a little lighter. I know it's look weird, but that's
And you were talking about us eating pig feet and tails
Ah,
in feijoada.
okay.
Yeah, but because, for example, for us, like when they add like the ears in what was the in feijoada exactly as you said, they add the ears of the pig and those things.
It's like if
Ribs.
you're used to eat it, it's normal for you. It's really tasteful. But as you go as a foreigner to try it, it might be
Yes.
quite weird. I remember back when I was in Turkey, a local friend of mine made me eat a sandwich, and she didn't tell me what it was. She just gave me the sandwich and said, "Eat it." And I was like, "What is this?" And she was like, "It's meat. Just eat." And I was like, I
Okay.
ate the whole sandwich, and it was really great. I was eating, oh, really great. After I finished it, and it was like, oh, it was spicy, great. What was that? And she was like, oh, it was brains. I was
Yep.
like, oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. It's my
Then I was
favorite
like,
part.
thank you, God, thank you that you didn't tell me what it was, so I had to try it and say, oh, I like brains.
Yeah, it's so soft and it's so yeah, it's. Let's change the topic. I want it now. I'm hungry. We're gonna
What time is it right now in Finland?
In Finland, it's exactly the lunchtime. It's 1:45. it's noon. So let's
hurry up.
Yeah, let's go to another one. Another one. So, okay, eggs, tomato. What is this?
That's a thing. Go Nahid.
Yes, is it couscous palista?
Yes. It's
Well done,
Paulista.
How do you know that?
We really think we should be interviewing her.
She reminds me when we went to the college. Every time as a boy, when we were say, okay, today we are going to talk about this topic, and the girl say, yeah, we read it last night. So we know what you're gonna talk about. So
No, but because I checked. Because I checked some of the traditional foods in Brazil, so that's why.
Okay, let's see.
Let's talk about couscous paulista. As the name said, it's originated on São Paulo state. It's paulista because it's from São Paulo, and it's a variation of the regular couscous we have around the country. The main ingredients of it is cornmeal, vegetables, protein, served as chicken, shrimp, or sardines, and they mix it, all of it, put in a bake sheet for cake, as you can see.
Yes.
And make it. You make it with order of growth, and it has this firm consistency. As you can see, I don't like it. I have to say, I don't like it.
Good. Yes,
Is it because of the couscous which you don't like, or?
No, it's because we have couscous also in the northeast region, and it tastes really better. We do it only with eggs or bacon or butter. And I think couscous paulista has a lot of stuff inside that weren't supposed to be on it. It makes the flavor, I don't know, for me it's confusing because couscous is one thing, and when you put this lot of things inside it, it turns like, I don't know, but it's not on my taste buds doesn't like it.
Okay.
Would you try it? Look into this picture.
No, because you said that there's a seafood inside. No.
No, not. You can have seafood, but this one doesn't have.
Maybe.
I would try, because also the boiled egg is
Your favorite one?
interesting for me, and I think my taste has been changed drastically in the last few years. Like the things which I didn't like before, and I didn't know even that combination exists. Then I met some friends, and then I saw like in different parts of the world, they have this combination which you think doesn't exist, and then if you try it, you can see that you might
Not
like
bad.
it. So
Not bad.
Now you
Yes.
found some friends that can cook.
yes,
Good one.
so I think I would go for that.
Okay, let's go to drink part.
Now everybody can guess what this is.
This is
Naive?
a mojito.
Yeah, but the name I think is different. In it's you call it no.
Jay, I'm quitting. I'm turning off my camera because you just insulted Brazil.
What?
How do you call a caipirinha a mojito?
Eh,
Is it
you
over
said
the-
that guesses. I guessed you can be wrong.
Is it over the galo?
It's a caipirinha.
Okay.
It's a lemon
So-
ice and mint. Oh, there's no mint. Or is it mint?
But
There's no mint.
Okay, so sorry. I thought maybe there's mint.
I think the alcoholic drink inside that makes it different.
Yes, it's a caipirinha. It's the most traditional Brazilian cocktail all around the world. If you go to a
Oh,
bar,
It was a
they
very
have
bad.
caipirinha.
It was a very bad point to be mistaken.
Yes.
Traditional cocktail. I'm
You
sorry,
just offended the whole
Brazil.
nation.
I'm sorry, Brazil. I'm sorry, Brazil.
Okay, so yes, it's lemon, sugar, ice, and cachaça. There is a sugarcane spirit.
Sugar. Sure.
Sugarcane.
Okay.
It's our. It's
So-
like
You are
Go for it.
explaining cachaça?
yes, I was explaining cachaça.
Cachaça. Okay. It's an alcoholic drink which would be extracted from sugar cane.
Yes, alcohol made from sugarcane.
Okay.
It's like some places have vodka, some places have whiskey, and
Okay.
some places have tequila, rum, and Brazilians have cachaça. It's our national spirit.
So this is not a normal drinking. It's alcoholic drink.
It's
Or you
alcohol
can
drinking.
you
Yes.
can serve it with a normal, not non-alcohol.
If you make like a
But you're gonna-
lemon, sugar, and water, you get a lemon juice.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is this the drink which you serve with your, like when you're eating the main dish? Is it the drink which you serve with that, or?
You said that is a tradition, Brazilian.
Yes, you're talking about caipirinha. We can eat caipirinha during the dish, without the dish, in the night, in the morning. We don't care.
Okay.
Caipirinha is just a good drink, and we drink it whenever we have an opportunity because it's so rich and so tasteful, and it's so simple to make. It's not like a complicated dish. You don't have like proportions of it or that and mix it. It's lemon, water, sugar, and sugarcane spirits. It's really easy to do it, and it's really good. It's a really good mix.
Okay.
And we also have in Brazil, like you can see caipirinha, we have also the caipi fruits that is like a caipirinha, but with another fruits like strawberries, pineapples,
Banana.
passion fruit.
No banana.
No, we don't do it with banana, Jay.
You can smash it. It's not working
But
like
not to
that.
do a caipi fruit does not work with banana. I tried, but
You
it
try it,
do
okay.
not work.
If you try it, okay, I believe you. If you try it, I believe.
Yes, but people like to do it with strawberries. I think the second most popular fruit in Brazil to do drinks is strawberries.
Okay.
Oh,
What is this?
Now it's
it's
a catuaba.
Is it the oil? Or
No, it's a drink.
it's an
Alcohol.
drink.
oh, I was wondering why you put the oil in middle of
It's not
the
a
drinking.
TV advertising.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because you were mentioning
You-
about some specific oil, I thought maybe that you were talking about that. I told you
No,
don't
this
talk
is-
about the grill. It's gonna be I'm gonna be hungry, so my brain is stuck in the grill.
Well, this is catuaba. I cannot translate it because it has no translation.
Mhm,
But I
mhm.
can say it's also an alcoholic beverage that is made from the bark of various trees. And it's known for its distinct flavor, which is often described as sweety, fruity, and a little bit herbal.
Little.
So you take the bark from trees
Mhm.
and you just mix it to make this beverage.
Mhm.
You mentioned where does the alcohol comes from?
The alcohol comes from, usually we can do it from the fermentation of these barks.
Okay, fermentation of this. Okay, the leaves.
Okay.
And it's also a really strong drink, so it has a lot of bad consequences on drinking catuaba.
Why?
Because you get drunk without feeling it.
That's a good one.
Is it like Porto wine, the sweetness I'm asking?
It's not so sweet as Porto wine. I think Porto wine, it gets me, I don't know, it's so sweet, so I cannot drink a lot. Catuaba, it's sweet, but you can drink a liter of it.
Okay.
It's like if you made, I don't know, what kind of juice do you like to drink usually?
Orange juice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So you add a little bit of this to your main drink, is it?
No, you can
No,
drink
this
it
is gonna be a
alone,
main drink.
but it's like if you have like 1 liter of strawberry juice, for example, you can drink catuaba as easy as you drink a strawberry juice because you don't
Okay.
feel the alcohol.
Okay.
It
So
just
what
feels good.
percentage of the alcohol should be low?
I know that's the problem in catuaba. It's not low, it's hard.
It's
It's like a strong
you know,
beverage.
no, it look like the cider, but with the power of the vodka. Maybe. Do you know
What
what's
would be the percentage of the alcohol?
I don't know, but I can check it here. Just give me 1 minute.
because she said that it's made from the sugar. It came from the sugar, so it should
No.
be.
This one is not from sugar, is it? It was the
No,
previous.
this one is from the tree barks.
Okay.
Yes.
It's funny because we have this catuaba for drinking, and they also use it for energetic purpose because it gives you a lot of energy. Let me check. It's 17%.
Wow.
17. That's not 17.
17.
7-0.
Yes.
7
No, 1-7.
1-7. It
1-7.
looks like a wine. Okay.
It
A
looks like
little.
a wine, but it's super sweet. So you just chug it and you be drunk.
Okay, so
easily.
it's not as strong that
Okay.
like the vodka. So okay.
No. It's not
Okay.
like our vodka with 40%. It's it's cachaça. It's our
Cachaça.
strong drink to mix. But this one you can drink alone.
Okay, yeah, I get it now. It's looked like the wine. Okay. And let's go to the
Yes, this one comes from the same part of Brazil who eats barbecues, the south of Brazil, over there near Argentina and near Uruguay. Okay, let's go. The first thing about chimarrão, it's not alcoholic.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
has no alcohol. It's just an herbal tea made from the leaves of the mate plant.
Mhm.
It's a tea
Mhm.
that they put in this special container. It's called cuia, and they drink it with the teas inside. So it's really, how can I say, it's not sweet at all. It is really, I forgot the words, but it
What?
I tried this drink. It was very bitter, and
yes,
it had
bitter. That's the
some
word.
tobacco flavor.
What?
Yes.
It's like people who grew with chimarrão in the south of Brazil, they can drink it like anywhere. It's like in the beaches, at night, in the morning. They just drink it every day, all day, and they really love the flavor. But as a person who has a south family but grew up in the northeast region, I cannot stand chimarrão. For me, it's so strong, so bitter. I cannot
Mm.
take this like, and it's word. For me, the worst part and for them the best part is that it's really hot. It's a
Oh,
hot tea you drink all day.
And I think the caffeine is higher than the normal, like black tea,
Yes,
for example.
yes,
Why it's called like energetic drink.
mm.
yes.
Right?
It's really energetic and it's really strong. And it's before pandemics, it was really a community beverage because they were drinking all the people in the same pots, just like made chimarrão, you wanna, and they just have this moment of everybody drinking together and chatting during work. So it's really a nice drink to drink with your friends and to have a good time. But it's also not for me.
Mm.
It's so bitter. I prefer the sweeter drinks, like
Yeah.
catuaba, like caipirinhas with sugar. I'm really for sweeter.
Having the experience is unique because, for example, you don't have this the straw and the pot which you what did you call the cup? Special cup.
I think it's queer.
Okay, so the way you drink it, it's
Yes,
different from other drinks, other hot drinks like coffee or tea. So that part makes it very interesting to try.
yes, it's really no, it's really good to try. See, the way they make it special. Like there's a way to put the herbs in the cup, and there's a way to mix the water. And some people add sugar, but mostly people doesn't add sugar on it. So the way they mix, they have to make it to the leaves to go up, so you can drink what's inside. And also the straw, it has some sort of thing to block the leaves from going to the top.
Mm.
It's a really interesting beverage. It's really a to go in Brazil to try. If you go to the south of Brazil, try chimarrão. You might like it.
Let's see.
Does it originally belong to Brazil or it's just the South American countries like?
It's when you go to the south of Brazil, that part of the culture, it mixes a lot of the Brazilian, Argentinian, and Uruguayan culture, like the barbecue, the chimarrão. They all share this sort of cultures. So it's really close culture. The people from the south of Brazil has a closer culture to the people from Argentina and to the people from Uruguay than if you compare them to the people on the northeast or in the north regions.
Oh, it should be alcoholic because
Yes,
there
that's
is
alcohol.
a
Roupa do
shot.
Gado?
Come on, Nahi.
Rabo de galo.
That's not fair. That's not fair. You're cheating.
She was really prepared.
Oh, I feel lazy for this interview. I didn't have any. Okay, so
Rabo de galo. Can you translate it in English?
no.
The tail of the rooster.
Yes.
But my
Roast?
question was why? Only because of the what is it
The
called?
design.
Orange? Or, yeah, because
It doesn't always come with this design, as it is a really popular shot. It's more about, I think, the culture, but I don't know exactly what they call it. And as Brazil is so big, the name might vary. Every state you go, it might have a different name. But the traditional rabo de galo, the the tail of the rooster, it's a sugarcane, spritz. Oh, so I said cachaça
mhm.
with red vermouth and some bitters to give it the taste. But you can shot it. It's a really bold and flavorful cocktail, and it's served usually with this throw of orange peel or the maraschino cherry, but it's really strong, really, really, really strong.
So is it like the one just shot it?
Yes, just shot it.
Is it a wine?
Yes, it's wine.
It's wine. Yeah, I
It's
think
wine,
we have it here too. Kind of in Finland they have it. Hot wine.
but it's warm. Yes,
Hot
hot wine with fruits.
Mm. They serve it close to the Christmas time.
We serve it right now in June because we have some holidays here in June, and it's as it is winter in Brazil. They usually serve it right now. It's red wine with sugar, cinnamon, cloves, orange, and lemon, and it tastes really good.
Mm.
It's such a heartwarming drink.
But it's not the wine. It's the wine. We can say
Yeah,
that
it's
the
the
family of the
wine.
wine, but it's not
Okay.
exactly the wine. It's a
So
little-
it's not only the red wine, you mix different wines?
No, in Brazil
it's
it's only red
different.
wine.
It's a red wine.
It's a red wine.
No, because in here it's a different name. I forget it now, but it's look like the wine. It's the taste of the wine, but it's not wine. And usually because it's
No,
so
in Brazil it's really wine.
and because it's so give you energy and it's so warm, especially in the winter, and it's kind of the close to the Christmas. Even at the bar, you can have it with the alcohol, or you can have it as normal, just no alcohol. There's a
The
two
best
type
part
of.
for me from the Canton, wine Canton, that's the name of this drink, is that a cinnamon taste.
Mhm.
I just love it. It feels so good.
What is this? Is it
Like,
is it
It's a fruit, Jay.
Is it a fruit?
But I want to hear Nahin say the name.
no, I don't know. But it looks like blueberries. But
It's jabuticaba.
Jabuticaba.
Yes.
For me, it looked like a horror movie. Some animals are just going up on the
it's very
trees.
interesting because it's not on the leaves.
Exactly.
It's just in the
Exactly. It's on
No.
the.
tree.
It's really in the trunk of the tree they grow. There are some small purple fruits, super sweet fruits, amazing. And they grow like this in the trunk of the trees.
Some
It's really Brazilian fruits. It's amazing.
What do you call it? Can you please again?
Jabuticaba.
And the taste would be somehow close to like blueberries or
No, it's really, really, really sweet.
sweets. Okay.
So is it different from the tree, or it can grow from a different type of the tree, or just is a specific tree? I didn't get that. This is a fruit of that tree,
It's the fruit of that tree.
but it's coming
It's
from
a
the different part.
jabuticabeira.
I thought this
No,
looked like
it's one
some.
tree, one fruit.
Okay, I thought maybe it looked like the kind of the mushrooms or something.
No,
Going
no.
up.
It's a tree. It's really a fruit. It just grew in the trunk of the tree. But it's really tasteful. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's-
So the weirdest fruit.
yeah, it's
Oh my god,
interesting.
I've never seen.
Full of the
Fruit.
surprise. This interview is full of the surprise now. What is this?
This one
I
is a jumbo.
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 Yes.
Jumbo. Okay.
It's also another Brazilian fruit, but this one is more refreshing and mildly sweet taste.
Is it a small
It
or
can-
big? Because at the
Medium size. It's not big as a jaca. You're going to see a jaca, but it's not so tiny as a jabuticaba. It's
it's
this
same
round,
as
maybe.
like an apple or some.
Yes, but it can be red or white also, and it's
Mhm.
crispy. This one's crispy.
Mm,
It's similar to an apple.
An
interesting.
apple or more like pure?
We should try.
Um,
We should try it.
Apples and pears are some sort of similar, I think, in the crispness.
Yes.
Mm.
But I think it's that kind of family of fruits.
Okay.
Nice.
Ah. This one I don't like it, but it's a graviola.
Dragon?
Graviola.
The raviola. How does it?
And
Yes, I think it's also known in English as soursop.
so it tastes sour.
It does not taste sour. It has a little bit of sweet, and it's creamy.
Creamy.
I don't know how to
Your
explain it,
explanation, it
but
seems it
people,
tastes very good.
It looks like an avocado. Maybe they are in the same family. So,
yeah, probably
mm,
that's some sort of texture of avocado.
yeah,
It's
okay.
not like
Because you said it's
crunchy.
because you said it's creamy. Probably it should be.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if you take it, it's not as hard as like an apple or something, but it's not like a strawberry that you just
Mm,
smash it and it's juicy. It's in the between, I think.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
I don't like it.
Okay,
I don't
so
like
we
it.
pass it because you don't like it.
Do you know this one?
I s-
Cacao.
Yes,
Yes.
cacao. You make chocolate with this
mhm,
one,
yeah, you know.
but the fruit, what you eat is that white thing around the seeds. You just put it in your mouth and then take the seed, and it's
Mm.
really sweet and amazing.
So
It's
you
a soft flavor.
cannot eat the
No,
body.
no. You just eat what's around the seeds, that white thing. But it's a soft flavor. It's not like super sweet or sour or stuff. It's a sweet, soft flavor. It's good to eat. It doesn't have a lot of flavor, but it's really good and it feels good. And you know that the seeds are going to turn into chocolate. So,
Mm.
Oh, I didn't know they eat it raw, also like that.
yes, you can eat cacao, but it's really hard at the chocolate industry. It's so wide and so spread that it's hard to find cacaos. And when you find cacaos, they're expensive.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's really good to do also drinks in it. We just cut it like the top of it,
hmm,
take the seeds from the inside, use the seeds to make the drink, and with alcohol, just put back in the cacao and drink it, holding the cacao. We just like to
mm.
make drinks inside fruits in Brazil.
Okay, interesting. And
Nice.
this is the last one you sent it.
Last
Ah,
one.
I taste this one.
Um,
It's I don't know the name, but I taste it. It's
I
look
think I made a confusion. That previous picture, it's like it was a jackfruit.
this one.
Yes. Oh, they look like, but the difference is
Mm,
this. So this is a jackfruit, not a graviola, and that last one is a graviola. So that one, bad.
this one.
This
Okay.
one, this tiny
Yeah,
one.
they're very
Mm.
It's
similar.
because the other one is not similar because a jackfruit can be this size.
Okay.
It would be best to put a picture of it
Can you show
hanging in the trees.
which one is a bigger one? Wow, it's
Jackfruit.
look like a watermelon.
Yes, but it just hangs in the top of the trees, so it can really fall on your head.
Because it has some the outside, it looks dangerous if it falls down.
Yes, they look like the same in the outside, but the graviola is really small like this, and the jackfruit something like this.
I have
Maybe
no
if
idea.
Wilson was sitting beside jackfruit tree, we didn't have these.
What did,
Just Google it, Jay. Jackfruit
no,
tree.
no, I was thinking if I was talking about the Isaac Newton when he was sleeping on the trees. If he was like this,
Yeah,
I
then
know
we wouldn't have all this.
we were so
We have to thank he was not sleeping under a coconut tree or a jackfruit tree.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, probably it's gonna
Yes.
be.
So jackfruit tree, it's really good.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's sweet, and some vegan people used to use the jackfruit tree
Hmm.
to make vegan meat because when you season it and you stew it, it tastes like just like meat. So it's really used for the vegans to make meat. I like when they want to do like pulled pork or bolognese, they use jackfruit to make it. It's really good. It's a nice fruit. It's really rich flavor. It has a really rich flavor. You can eat it, or you can cook it, or you can mix it, and it's
Hmm.
really useful. And it's super big and super exotic. It's really fun to show people for the first time a jackfruit tree with that huge jacks. just hanging like I'm going to fall from now on.
Yes.
You should really change this picture. It was really confusing for me. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay.
I'm terrible.
No.
I was expecting a jackfruit with the jack in the tree because it's super easy to identify.
But I'm so happy. Okay, thank you so much. I'm gonna say that this episode was until now is the longest and more interesting part, as much as I know. Because right now we are talking about the 1.5 hours, so I didn't see the time. I said, I just said, what? It's around 1.5. But it was so interesting talking to you. As the last time we had a conversation, it was so interesting for me. And I'm gonna say this. Thank you and Nahid to join us. And I think it was so interesting to know the part of the Brazilian culture about the food and fruit and drink. So it's so interesting because I believe that it's a kind of the presentation of the culture when you talk about the food. It's very important, and yeah, it was so interesting. And next time, I mean, when I'm going to the carnival, I will try all of them. Yeah. So this is the end of the show, Nahid or Fernanda. If you want to say, I'm gonna be so happy to hear you. Fernanda, if you
Okay.
Yeah,
I can go. So,
yeah,
Jay, it's a pleasure to talk to you again. It's always funny. We never feel the time passing, and
yeah,
we just
exactly.
keep talking and talking and talking. It's really fun. And I might say to Nahid, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
You know, we were talking about more than me, I think. But it was really a pleasure to talk to you. And now I'm hoping you both come to Brazil to visit. But when you go, just let me know first because I'm not there also.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let's go everybody to the carnival and we can try all the different foods in Brazil. And I might check if my taste has changed and if I like some new things that I didn't like it also. So thank you very much, and thank you for everybody who is listening it, and thank you to be so interested about Brazil. It's always a pleasure to talk about my country and to let people know how Brazilians are, what we feel, what we eat, and what we like. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. And Nahid.
Yes, first I wanted to thank Jay for inviting me to this episode.
Thank you.
It was great to meet you, and also thank you, Fernando. You were as the same as Brazilians, which are very warm and friendly. Yes, exactly. It was really great. We had very great conversation together. And sorry if I talk more than you.
It was so
yes.
good. Thank you so much, and thank you for the people that are watching us. I hope they enjoy this show. If they like, they can follow us in the YouTube. And if you have the same experience and you like to join the show, just send a message. We will contact you. Thank you again. I hope to see you again in a different part. Talk about a different part of the Brazilian. And thank you, Nahid. Have a great day and have a great time. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.